All right, good evening. I now call the December meeting of the Commission on Human Rights for the City of Albany to order at 6:06 p.m. Present, in the absence of our secretary present, is Vice Chair Young Wilkins. Secretary Shelley, I believe, is joining us by Zoom. We have Commissioner Alexander Mosley. Commissioner Alexander is on her way. Commissioner Evers, Commissioner Robinson, Director of Employment Relations, Melanie Woodward, our wonderful EEO Compliance Officer, Katrina Hodge, and Rossi is not able to join us today. So first things first, we will begin with the approval of the June 18th, 2025 minutes, which were previously sent out. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
All right, moved by Vice Chair Young Wilkins and seconded by Commissioner Alexander Mosley. The motion is to approve the June 18th, 2025 minutes as previously sent out. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move directly to a vote. The vote is on the motion to approve the June 18th, 2025 minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We'll now move on to public comment. Ms. Hodge, do we have any public comment lined up for this evening?
No.
Seeing none, we will move directly to old business. We'll begin with letter A, the equity agenda report. The report is due to the Common Council on 12/21. It has been sent out to the commission. I hope everybody's had a time to review it. I do know people had some comments, some had some thoughts about some departments that we wanted to meet with in the wake of looking at the results. So I'll open up the floor to any specific comments or any requests to meet with departments in the coming months.
I would like us to meet with engineering. I guess it's the one that does the roads and sidewalks. I think she works the sidewalks, so we can get them. And specifically to get an update on the chart that's on page 7 and 8. That lets us know that the condition of the roads. And then what is the update on those? Because we have some questions around how the sidewalks are done on one side of the road, but not the other side of the road. Or if a road is actually being repaired, how the Department of Water comes over and kind of like messes up the road. Just got done within the last 18 months, and now the road is in worse shape than it was.
Correct.
So we just have some concerns around that, just to get a little bit more order of like where's the cycle of the entire city. Yeah.
Is there any other comments or requests to meet with departments? I know in our work session last week, we talked about maybe inviting Eric from the Violence Prevention Task Force to talk about the programming and what they're doing and how we might be able to partner with them moving forward.
And we definitely said we wanted to look at the workforce. Obviously, so we wanted to have HR.
Yes.
And just to see how because they are like moving and shaking, but there's still some questions around certain parts of the HR. It's the data.
But any other questions, requests, or comments? Okay. Seeing none, we will move on to old business. Val.
Cause I had a thought. about
Okay,
it.
please share.
I wanted to know, like, in some areas, could the trash be picked up twice a week?
Good question. That would be BGI.
Because I know that, like the First Street area in the city of Albany, in the Clinton Avenue, they have so much trash. And this is why the trash is gonna overflow. And home leasing that has all those buildings, they don't have nowhere for the people to put their trash, so their trash is right on the side of the house in the front. So I was curious about how many times a week the trash would be picked up in certain areas, because there's more trash in this.
That's a good question, especially with so many people living in that
Yes.
dense area right there. Any other questions, comments? And you can always come back if something pops up, you can always request me to one. Excellent. Moving on to old business, well, staying in old business, moving on to letter B, compliance training. So everybody is responsible to complete the annual compliance training. An attestation form was sent out. I remembered to do it this year. I'm very proud of myself, but only because as soon as I got it, I did it. So Katrina.
Yeah.
What do you need as far as
So
from us?
the wonderful commission, I would like to have y'all complete that by our 31st deadline. So especially if you work for the state, most more than likely you've already completed the requirement. So that's where the form comes into play. Or we have a nice LinkedIn training that y'all can do as well. But regardless, it just has to be completed by the 31st.
Okay.
And if y'all need help with anything, just let me know. Done. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so if you have not, or you need.
It's okay.
Please make sure we get that done by the 31st,
Yeah.
because I mean, it's counting on.
Yeah.
We will not let her down.
Please don't.
We are here for you.
Got you.
Excellent. Welcome. I did. So we just kicked off, we are moving on to new business.
Mhm.
So we did put out a poll, probably about 2 months ago, looking for a new date and time for us to meet as a commission. We now have a new commissioner, hopefully another person coming on in the near future. The time that works best for everybody seemed to be the first Monday of the month, and Val was gracious enough to make that happen for us. Thank you. Wait, don't. That look, that's what don't think that. I told him. So just because we have a relatively small commission, it is really important that we all do our absolute best to make the meetings. Given open meetings law, in order to have a quorum, we have to have at least 5 of our 9, well, really 8 members here. That's the way that is currently written in the legislation. So we'll do our best. If you know that you're not able to make it, just let Katrina and myself know, and Kim know ahead of time. Understand life absolutely happens. Life has been lifing us all lately. But in the meantime, we do have the calendar of dates. It's the first Monday moving forward at 6 p.m. So we'll all do our best to.
So, well, I have a question.
Yes.
Did we get a calendar thing forwarded to us that like puts all on our calendar once?
Like a calendar invite?
Yeah. And
That would be great.
yeah.
Yes, because unless it ends up in my calendar.
Yeah, like-
And whenever in doubt, it is on the website as well, if you're ever in question on when a meeting date is.
Such. I was to send it, so when they came to us, we immediately were able to,
It was on there for everyone.
Put it into recurring.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it's not for.
wonderful. Moving right along. Update on contact information. I see that they put together a brand new contact sheet for us, which is wonderful. Please take a moment just to verify that your information is correct, so that we can stop each other when we be. Oh, Michaela, you just need to.
There's a one posting, he has it. Yeah.
There's only one. I do that.
Oh.
Yes. No.
Just so that it is up to date and current. Moving right along, letter C, there is a meeting with the New York State Division of Human Rights on 12/11. Is that the roundtable phone call, or is that?
This is in person meeting at the plaza. The heads of DHR would like to meet with us. So we have to send them names by the end of this week, more so like Wednesday, to get our names down for security. So if you are able to attend, please let us know.
What time is the meeting?
10 to 12.
Do you want me to just write the phone number?
Yes, thank you.
I will double check it in a day.
Yes, I know.
You said 10
Well.
Yes.
School, yeah, school hours.
Stay there. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they're coming into Albany because usually they're out in the Bronx, so they'll be in town. So,
That was good.
Okay, probably.
okay.
The count starts at 11.
And if there's anything like y'all want Melanie and I to bring to their attention, that can also be a thing as well if you can't make it in person. If there's anything that over the next week or whatever that comes to mind, just let us know. We'll communicate that to them. Michaela, you say you'll be there most likely?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to double check one thing, but I should be able.
That's fine. Just by like maybe Wednesday morning. Sometime just give me a heads up.
Sorry, I know you said the time already, but I'm putting it up.
You're fine.
10
Thank
as
you.
well.
Excellent. I will. Fine.
That's fine. And once y'all get back to me, I'll do a separate email thread with the location specifics.
Can we just think ahead a little bit since it seems like most of us can make it, can we? Figure out what topics, it doesn't have to be now, but what topics we would want them to cover so that we can send that to them beforehand. They can have it and ask us any questions or.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're prepared.
I like that idea. Let's put together an email thread, I'll include you in on it, so that
Mhm.
people can throw out their ideas.
Mhm.
That work for everyone? Cool. Alrighty, moving on, update from, Commission on Human Rights Subcommittees. Starting with, community nonprofit engagement and events.
We did not meet.
We did not, but we just met.
We just met, so just a reminder that we definitely want to get the city's calendar, that one that said,
Yes, I said, did you, Katrina, I'm pretty sure I sent you a copy of what it looked like.
So I reach out to LA. So what I sent out earlier is all that they have like for right now for us. So I'm gonna do some digging on what's been done in communities in the past, because that's the only thing that the city has on file as of right now.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. We had a work session, what, 2 weeks ago? And we talked about some of the upcoming events that we knew that we wanted to take lead in or be part of, obviously, one of them was, the Martin Luther King March, which we plan on doing in January and I think I want to say, hold on,
Pulling up the email.
pretty sure it's getting like. Yeah.
It's the ninth,
So 19th.
yeah, Monday, yeah.
So for those of you, we know it's your birthday, so don't do this, but for rest of you. Hopefully that you'll be able to join us. We've been able to represent multiple years from the past.
So Keith will be in touch with us because he's gonna be the point of contact for the MLK event, but it is confirmed for 11 o'clock.
Okay, so for 11 o'clock.
On the 19th.
So last year, I know, so we've done it outside most years, and then last year we were inside, so I don't know what that will look like, but that's warm either way. That's what I said. But it was a very nice ceremony. Then we started talking about our Black History Month celebration.
right, I talked about, and I think I put an email into, the incoming mayor. I haven't heard back from her yet on something else, but I don't, you see her a little more frequently than I do.
It depends on conversation.
Yeah, you know what, let me make an attempt to call her one more time,
Okay.
because, I texted her on something totally unrelated, I was talking about the mayor from not voting. But I need to, I'm gonna make sure I have the right phone number also, but let me just attempt one more time, because I don't think she's a problem. What we were gonna do is going to, have Dorsey be our first Black mayor of City of Albany. Have her do a roundtable at SUNY with the Rockefeller Center, the government center, and have the young people, since she's an alumni, have a roundtable with them and her, asking questions around politics, with people at the state of city, or just her own journey into politics. That is not her initial hearing.
She's also a alumni of their
Yes.
government program.
So that's why we
Right.
said that, yeah. Was she the one along?
You
were?
You too.
Oh,
Rockefeller, right?
yeah. You did,
No, I did that, right?
you did too. Oh.
Did you email her assistant?
No, I texted her directly, but I was hooking her up with another mayor, so it was more on the personal side. But
Gotcha.
by the end of the month, we'll have something going on, where she's thumbs up and thumbs down. I can't imagine her saying no. We decided a date that worked for the town. So we probably should get to her assistant.
Quick. Yeah, if you get her
I don't know,
assistant,
I don't
because
think
she keeps her calendar, and she told us, when we went with her, a week ago that, if it's not on her calendar,
it doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
So
I
can
understand.
you give me her number?
Yeah,
Okay, because then I'll call her first and then I'll text Darcy on the site. Okay. But we thought that would be a good idea, to get her back up on campus. Last year was fine, but it was mostly divine night. We were great for us all to get together. It was a really good ceremony, but I think it'd be really impactful to have her up there. Back in the season SUNY, but also with the folks who are gonna be, pretty much impacted with the government going on, because we're so young. I think they're not us.
So, I just made 40 this year. Is that even our Black History Month event? Okay.
Not down here though, because it's not parking for.
No, I'm not, I just. And I don't, this might be a part of the plan, just want to make sure, like you said, it's the first Black mayor, everybody in the city is also excited about this, there's a lot of people who support her, so we just need to make sure that we're also providing opportunity for them.
Everybody,
Absolutely.
Same kind of publicity we did last year, we want to do the same thing, up a little bit more. And also, the venue lends itself to have more people, because here, the city's not the greatest, but it's better for the parking percent, as long as you walk right in there. If there's a better venue, let us know, but if it be available more for those students that have access to her as well. I think the undergrads and the grads, really great opportunity. Absolutely. I think that's for us for that.
Albany Law School Spring Panel.
So they reached out wondering if some folks would want to serve on a panel at some time during the spring semester, talking about advocacy, their focus in human rights, especially because their focus, I believe, is on Middle Eastern students and providing support to them. So if you have experience in advocacy, discrimination, any of those type of things, they are seeking panelists. So if you're interested, let me know and I can connect you with the facilitator.
Great.
I think it would be good to at least have one member of the commission on there at least, so.
Even if you don't want to speak, you know.
Yes.
You don't have a date.
Moving on to the human rights ceremony, which it does seem early, but I think the sooner we get a jump on it, the better. In our work session, we talked about the possibility of maybe teaming up with Seed Center to hold it at Addie's this year. So I'm going to, it's on my list of things to do, is to reach out to Jen and see if that's something she'd be interested in partnering with us on. Their food is amazing and the work that they do.
oh, they need a couple of months,
Yes.
to prepare for it.
No, absolutely.
Presentation, speaking ceremony, it's wonderful.
And I work with Jen. She's just amazing. Yes, well, we did that today, right? We're married today.
The form of it,
It's right.
It is right. That's right, sir.
Because
Yes, you want to look at it, dates.
it's
Air availability as well?
Yeah, we can give them maybe a ballpark.
Oh, good, Seed Center.
Yeah.
The Seed Center.
So, yeah, maybe we can give them, it also depends where they are on cohorts. But I will say, do you? You have some students in there?
This is our second cohort, we got a cohort of 20 the first time, then we had a cohort of 11, and now we got a cohort of 8.
They were great, we got personalities and service was.
We have some construction.
So Easter is the 6th, so that's spring break week for a lot of schools. 6th through the 9th, yeah.
Are we in April? Oh, in May, going
And
to,
we want to look at May. May,
what do the first week of May? Is it that,
that's the one through the 7th.
what do you think?
That's fine with me.
I mean, couldn't we do the 4th, that's our regular
Do that on
meeting,
Monday.
that's our regular meeting, day.
What usually works best for attendance?
We just make it work whenever y'all wanna make it work.
There's not really a lot of issues on.
And we're providing food,
People are gonna show up.
right?
That's the catch.
And we're giving them notice well in advance.
So, all right, so let's look at Monday, the fourth as our first choice, May 4th,
Okay.
if possible. If that is not possible.
You wanna look at that Thursday?
So the 4th or 6th.
I'm staying from that week.
No, but people don't like to do
May
Thursdays for
7th.
the end of the week. They don't like to do Thursdays. Thursdays and Fridays.
The Thursday is the 7th.
I mean, like, it's-
Just do the Monday or the Tuesday.
Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to.
What about Wednesday?
On their tequila and taco.
Monday or Wednesday.
So the 4th or 6th,
What is-
and again, we're giving them
Oh, yeah.
extra planning, yeah, so if they can't,
And then we back up the awardee thing, so the applications to sometime in March, April.
I would put them out,
Put them
we're
in,
doing May, yeah, we've got one by March.
put them in January to March, or you want to do?
Well, I think we wanted to look over the criteria again.
I think y'all wanted to restructure it a little bit.
Yes. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
can we put that on the agenda for the January meetings to review and finalize the criteria? Because each year it's a little different. I mean,
Right, and we also want this a prior.
Recipients,
Mhm.
yeah. Absolutely.
So you're looking to after the January meeting to let it all go live and then
Yeah.
close like end of March?
That would be the goal,
Understood.
but we're flexible.
Yeah, how long because we had to extend the deadline last time, right? How long did we have to extend the deadline? Maybe we should go by that timeline. So we had it open for 6 weeks and we kept open for another 2 weeks, maybe we should.
Yeah,
do 8
just
weeks,
do it,
that's
have it
fine.
open for February and March.
Okay.
That's a good idea, now it's time to get it out there, yeah.
Because I know it takes time to make the awards and get the
Right.
plaques, so we need a few weeks
Okay.
for that. So I would, just a suggestion, maybe the last week of March be the deadline.
Yeah.
And let that be a hard
Yeah,
deadline.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then the biggest thing is also just getting the city out, is this, the PR for that, and then that's what the applicants who want to talking about.
And as soon as we get confirmation of the date in place, we should get out the save the dates, it's when people's calendars.
And when you advertise, I think you should use Channel Albany as well. Cause a lot of people view Channel Albany, but like I very well.
Where is it?
For those of us who don't have cable.
Albany's owned by the city of Albany.
What
It's
is
not, it's in the library on Washington Avenue Extension. It's a TV channel where, like, if you wanted to go and promote your business and stuff, it's for the community. Yeah, but where do they get the community?
If you have to look like.
You reach out to Channel Albany, which is,
How do I look at it?
Appreciate Quebec. Oh, I don't know how you get it on. I don't know. But I know a lot of people use it, and a lot of people talk about it, when I'm in a lot of meetings, people push Channel Albany.
How do you access?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some.
Maybe have somebody from Channel Albany come here and talk to us about it.
But also we can talk about this when we start talking about this, the planning space, but we should also look to get other city departments to push our social media flyer on their social media. Can we also change the flyer? I love the flyer, I feel like we have done this for so many years. We
I think it's-
the pictures,
Gotcha.
and, let people know, we have the time at
Yeah, it
that.
would be nice once we have confirmation of recipients to add
Do
them.
y'all want to stick with city colors for this? Or do y'all have like a color theme y'all would like? For the
Yeah, I think we should stick with this city color, but I feel like we have enough photographs now, and we can show the,
Especially from last year.
yeah.
That was really nice.
Also, you should also think about putting the recipients on there.
Yes.
That's a big deal, like, people might come, oh, so-and-so's getting this, it's wonderful.
But when we know that.
We won't know.
By then, we won't know them. We can
Oh,
do it
that's right,
after,
do it after,
Oh, yeah, I
yeah.
love some of last year's recipient.
Yeah, okay, so some of the pictures from,
You're right, not until we get closer, then that flyer can change to like.
and I think right now we're just putting the flyer out and trying to get people that can also share the flyer for us, right? So like the city department, we can probably get the recipients from last year to share the flyer, their experience.
So would y'all like maybe like a want like a regular flyer and then like a IG flyer that could be like a video with like
Yeah.
past shots.
Yeah.
And because you don't
Like
have,
say
you don't know
the
who's getting or what's.
And then a separate one for like, oh, this person got shouted out, or a testimonial, like boom, 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 some kind of almost like a TikTok, but not fully that, like for IG. Yeah.
But say,
I want a clock, y'all. I want a clock. I want a clock.
We should be.
We should be.
We're not.
We not.
Just do an advertisement, nothing else.
Well, I mean, actually, it'd be great just to even when people are at events.
But it will also be good to put information out there, right, about what we do.
We can look into that. We
Yeah,
can look
we
into
can
it.
see that's according to this, the city,
You know,
yeah.
Katrina,
Yes.
could you invite whoever is in charge of that type of stuff?
And
I got you on that. I already know who I'm gonna hit up.
So this way we can, kind of discuss, because I know it's always been like review it or somebody else, just so we can.
Would you like, as a suggestion, me to get the communications coordinator to maybe y'all could say y'all vision, or either
Yes.
if she can't come here, like we could do an email thread or
Yes,
something.
yeah.
So
Or even if we
what
set a Zoom that people can jump on, just to get an idea, because I think, Commissioner Alexander is correct in that we're missing a big opportunity, right?
that, and then they can also send out like mass emails to all the city hall and like all the groups. So
I love
let it cook a little bit. Let's do our thing. We got y'all.
And we could tap into, I know this is probably sort of topic, but we could tap into the city council. And the other elected officials to also send it out to their distribution lists, because they have a lot of distribution lists, a lot of people on their distribution lists too.
Well, each CHR, like big event, we have like a Excel sheet with all like elected officials
Mhm.
like in the area. So we do automatically send it straight out to them. Now, maybe a little.
Right,
little
so maybe
encouragement.
show up at the meeting one time and just say,
Well, and I think we did do that 2 years ago now, when I think we're up there for reappointment, I think we showed up and we actually sent an invitation and then we harassed people via personal emails and Facebook and whatnot. No, absolutely, and I think sometimes, when you get these goals, sometimes people just kind of.
Oh, yeah.
So, but absolutely, and I will say we've had pretty good attendance the past 2 years, and it was really nice to see some of the city officials coming out and supporting. Which is wonderful, and we're always up against something, so hopefully we're not up against anything this Monday.
Let me see.
That's. Moving on, our investigations committee
has not met.
has not met,
I mean, we don't even,
have authority to investigate.
we are still unclear
Yes,
as to what our role would be in investigations. We can circle back on that, bring it back up, but since the training, you guys clearly on what we can do.
And speaking with other human rights divisions, and I said this before, investigations is totally different in the human rights, because the city within themselves have somebody that investigated or forwarded on to the state
right,
Human Rights Commission. I think that the investigation piece of it is just to make us aware who filed a claim.
right, and if it's pertinent to the city.
That's all that's doing, because investigations to me, and I was an investigator, was I got the document, I got the police report, I got everything to go with it, and I started making my calls, I started doing my visits. That's what investigation is. But this, after speaking to several other human rights divisions, in different areas, is just to notify us who made a complaint, and then we follow up to see what happened with that complaint. But a lot of times we didn't even get them. We've never gotten them since I've been here.
Well, we
Somebody,
have, but.
they didn't belong to us.
Right, they
didn't belong.
literally they all.
And then we never found
Yeah.
out what happened to them, so
Right.
it's just.
So I think,
Yeah, from what my understanding.
Right.
When we started all this,
Yeah.
diving into it, we never really, no.
Because there's no information to really give you, because nobody does anything.
We just make sure that when we do get them, that they are passed along to the
Right.
appropriate agency or authority.
But we don't really get them. I mean, The city gets them, the city does something with them.
Yeah, so I know in the past, when Jasmine was here, she did pull me and Aaron a couple times just to, and she'd go over them, just. We only have like 2 or 3 later, and then she just told us, oh, we sent this one, so.
Yeah, it's just for you to know.
So Katrina and I are the phone for the CHR, so when somebody calls in on the CHR number, it rings, well, at Katrina's desk, and the 2 of us, will talk to people, they call in, and I can tell you that 2 or 3 would be a lot.
Right.
Of things that might fall into our jurisdiction, that if we were going to investigate something. They would have to have some nexus to the city, so it would have to be the residents or the, whatever was happened, have to happen here. There are certain things that we would pass on to our legal department or Leslie to investigate if it did fall within the city. I've been here since January 2024, and there's nothing that's fallen into our jurisdiction.
And that's the other problem.
But we get all sorts of phone calls because
See all.
if you Google Albany and civil rights, human rights, not first, so we do get calls or.
Yeah, maybe we should change the name of that committee to the some investigation or something else.
Don't know if it's. That's not in the legislation, is it? And the whole legislation.
Yeah, but it's kind of defunct at this point, it's not really a true investigation, so you're right.
And if it wasn't complaint from a city employee,
A more appropriate name.
you wouldn't see it anyway, so you will never know what is going
I don't know, like
on.
complaints. Just being made aware and kept in the loop about like what. complaints coming.
It's there to say it's there, but it's not really there. There you go.
So many things. Okay, moving right along to communications and social media, I think we kind of covered that, but Michaela has said that she is going to be joining that committee, which we are super excited about. And so hopefully we can get our communications coordinator in so they can. That and we can give them a vision, so let's keep in mind for the next meeting, you can just jot down ideas, things like the TikTok, things that we think could be really helpful, so that we can present that.
Are y'all okay with me just jumping ahead and already facilitating the connection with the communications person, Michaela?
Yes.
Okay.
Budget committee.
There's no update on budget for me, actually. I was hoping that Katrina could give us an update maybe, so. Anne-Marie let me know that our request was submitted. And the city hasn't gone, I guess the question, do we know where the city is in their budget process? Have they started having their budget meetings, committee meetings?
I think they already approved the 2026 budget.
I think so.
Okay, everything y'all gonna do is.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna put it in.
Did you know Emma was not here anymore?
Yeah, did they already?
No.
So. Did they approve that 3% property tax increase? I don't think I should be concerned about that.
Huh? I mean, it's a concern about, they do what they want to do.
I know.
If they want
And
it-
you know, why? Because the circular economy, especially some of the news and investment, so. Just like the night we has increasing production involved, they're gonna pass that off to the consumer, right? So we're just gonna pass it on to the contributing that to give people the play that it's too high, but yeah, we have us in at the table, how many is kids? So the circular economy, we're not helping anything, we're just exacerbating stuff.
Okay.
Look at all those guys.
You might wanna do a,
It's the last.
yeah.
Right here. Can y'all see it okay?
Yes.
Would it be under human rights or would it be under the?
It's
independent
under
services?
our office. Yeah, this falls under E. Yeah.
So that's it.
Stipends, commissioners, boom.
You see it?
So y'all got an increase.
Yeah, line 7478. Right, oh, 10, yes, that's what we asked for,
Mm-hmm.
so we got an increase. Oh, so.
So it should be 200 a month.
My Budget committee. So that brings our stipend from.
200.
100 to 250, which is in line with stipend.
200. It's gonna be 200.
200?
Yes.
Oh.
So finishing out 100 for the rest of the year, and then
Okay. I
200.
think it was 250, so 200, other commissions are 250. So I think maybe that's why I did 200.
Okay. Excellent, thank you for your update.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Wonderful job. Stellar. Okay, moving right along. Are there any further announcements or discussions? Val, tell us about your Winter Fest,
Oh, okay.
again and again.
But I first like to tell you about our flag. It was awesome. It was awesome. We had about 115 people there. And Flash had already started back in April, but they're really moving now. And that's working with the stakeholders, which is state, city, and all those officials that have the funds. It's getting them to release the funds instead of letting funds go back into a pot and then you don't get it as much as you had prior. And how do we help the churches? So we already been helping the churches to open up their doors to feed, to do community events in the church and provide community services. Because we don't have enough services out here for the kids that go to school and need tutoring and all these types of things. So it has started and there will be at Albany High in the next coming up weeks, probably the week prior to vacationing and then coming up because Albany High is where Chief told us that they have the most issues. So we've got 27 young people that will be handing out hot cocoa. And they called it like the cocoa line or something, whatever it is, with Lukey Forbes. And so that will be coming out for us to sponsor that. Chief has designated certain areas that he would like for us to start that out with. And so they'll have faith leaders out there. They will have young people. They will have programs. So we can see if we can stop some of the violence that way and see how it works. So it's a test run for all of us.
Great.
But to have people really provide extra services in the communities. We have churches in all corners of Albany that we have delivered food to because we spoke with Pastor Poindexter from the food bank. It's not as easy to get food from the food bank as people think it is.
Right.
It's a complete process.
Yes.
And when the truck doesn't show up, that's a truck that they ordered, say like right now from last December. And when it doesn't show up, then they have to start the process all over again. So we opt to get away from that for right now because it's so backed up with applications and everything else that we bought the food for the churches and dropped it off. So all the churches in certain areas now, families can go in walking distance because everybody doesn't drive.
Right.
So now they can just take their car, go walking distance and get food at different churches. So they've been reaching out to us and we've been calling the church and they've been getting the food. So it's hot food, cold food. It's working out really, really well. So we're proud of Flash as we get to move forward and keep working. Up next is our Winter Wonderland event on December the 19th. And we've got Christ Church, which is over on 8th Page Street. Again, we've got, right now, we've got 22 other organizations that will be doing their Toys for Tots in the building at the same time.
Is that a
And
Friday? That's a Friday?
yeah,
Oh, it's a Friday.
it's a Friday from 4 to 7. From 4 to 7. And so last year we learned lessons of what not to do this year, because when it's food, people don't want to leave, right? Even though they've eaten, they just stay around. And the Albany Capital Center got too crowded with kids and families and you can tell the ones that's been there for a while and then you try to wean them out so more people could come in, but they didn't want to go. They didn't want to go. So we're not going to serve food. We will have bags for them, like they have candy and fruit and all that kind of stuff in it. And as they get their toys and met with each organization to say, you have to inform your people that they're registered with you, so when they come into the registration desk, they know what agency that they're registered with.
Gotcha.
And we did it last year, but a lot of people came in, oh, I don't know, I just know I registered for Toys and Tots, you know,
Right.
so we try to just streamline it and make sure everybody knows, so. That's what we're gonna be doing, and our organization alone have 47, about 4,700 families registered, but we got thousands of kids.
Yes.
So again, we partner with Pastor Charlie. We have Toys for Tots, and we partner with Pastor Charlie to give him money because he gives money back to the community. And then we go to his warehouse and we get a lot of toys.
All
So
over.
we get like triple our money, right? If we give him $1,000, we bill it $3,000 worth of toys. Because we want to have extras.
Right.
And so, and we've gotten a lot of donations. We've got a lot of donations. Actually, we just had a young man from New York City come up and bring us a bunch of donations. And people have sent us coats. We got boxes and boxes of coats and scarves and gloves and, you know, so it makes it all worth the while that families could just come in and don't have to pay for it, you know.
And I
And
think,
just trust them on our system that you just taking what you need.
right.
Well, we'll see that.
And I think especially this year, I think it's very tough.
Yeah.
With
It
the
is.
prices going up the way they are,
Mhm.
and you know, I think we see it everywhere, so that's one.
And twice a year we give out coats because we know coats don't last.
They
long.
don't, they definitely don't.
Book bags, we do the same thing
Yeah.
with book bags for kids because they don't. So let's go see what happens, which is the best. Which kids have fun.
Is that event with Lukey too?
Hmm?
Are you doing that event with Lukey?
Yes.
I was like, no, you guys are doing the same event on the same day.
Yeah. We've got a lot of
Yes.
different, we have some, I keep calling them, I don't know which one. I call them Soros, but they're not, they're the guys.
Oh, correct.
The facts. We have the Fact Brothers, we have, it's a diverse group of a lot of people,
Which is
and it
good.
makes it really, really nice, you know? Everybody has a space that they don't have to pay for to give out their clothes for class.
Which group is it? Jail?
It's, no, it's for us.
That's
That's what Louis Steele.
Yes.
Yeah, the Catholic. They did it last year. They made some. But they do make it. Yeah, so it's nice.
Are there any other announcements or discussion items?
Only thing, like, I guess my question, comment, I know there's like a transition more so to Melanie and I taking over the city, so some things we might not be exactly aware of. So is there anything like to the top of y'all heads, any way we can support y'all best, or anything that y'all would like us to keep on? Like, I know I'll create a calendar invite for y'all, but like, is there anything I guess y'all need from us? Because we want to provide as much support as possible to y'all.
You guys have been. So I know how much you guys you're taking over a lot in company, so I appreciate that. We will need to find a new time for our events committee, maybe since now this is technically our time. So we can, I can send out a calendar.
Okay.
Again and see, but that's virtual, so. It's probably a little easier for us. Yeah.
So second Monday.
I'm good for by Monday.
I'm virtual.
For, you know, for our phone. Yeah,
Yes.
Long since I'm not getting left those.
okay, so second Monday of the month, we'll see. That's like flying here.
Let's do it.
This is 2, 4 of us.
And we're at.
And you'll see in the calendar.
Mhm. Yes, ma'am.
Make it in.
You can see someone, I haven't seen someone keep a.
Oh, I have.
But I've actually never missed a meeting.
That's nice and small, it's huge.
I used to use one for school, but like it doesn't pay. Because my planner doesn't jump up and smack you, but you're like, yeah, I need some more. It's, you know,
I got visual.
Do what you gotta do.
It's just like,
Like a month gently, yeah, like, you can have a second one, like, no, it's one out. Yeah, first, I need a little one.
okay, well, hearing no more discussion, we will now adjourn, well, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
Moved by Vice Chair Wilkins, seconded by Commissioner Alexander. Is there any, well, the discussion, all in favor? The meeting is adjourned at 6:51 PM.